Welcome back, everybody. January 26, 2019, 11:23 p.m. And we are doing our earthquake forecast at the moment because we've just had a 4.5 technically off the coast of Oregon, even though this is about a 300-mile gap. The reason for the significance of this is where the earthquake took place. Now, I'm sure those of you that follow channels like Dutch Sense know all about this area right here. This area I'm highlighting with my mouse is the Cascadia subduction zone, and then we have the Juan de Fuca plate here, and then we have the Pacific plate here, and this is where they meet, and it almost makes like a set of steps. And there's been a lack of movement here in the past month, really. If you go to 30 days of magnitude 2.5 and higher, you can see that there's been basically maybe 1, 2, 3 quakes up until today along this line. And if you follow channels like Dutch Sense, you would know that that is not good news. You want to see movement here because when there's no movement here, that means pressure is building up. So that is a forecast for Oregon right there. But the biggest earthquake of today, let's see if we go back, we'll change the settings here. And there we go. So check this out, 6.2, 579 kilometers in depth. Now, that is massively deep. Now, that was not the only deep earthquake in this area. If we scroll down, another one, 5.2, right in the same spot, basically, 586 kilometers in depth. And that's still not it. Check this out. 4.9, 606.4 kilometers in depth, all in the Fiji region. Now, basically what that tells me is that this area needs to be watched very, very closely. Once again, I will mention Dutch Sense. I'm sure he is all over this. He will be saying probably the very similar things and in much more detail than I am, clearly. But when we see deep, strong earthquakes, guys, we need to be very, very aware of that because more times than not, we will see stronger, more shallow earthquakes following that. So to see 3 earthquakes in the same region, over 500, pushing 600 on each of these, kilometers in depth, that's a serious situation that we want to keep an eye on, especially that it's along the Ring of Fire. Now, that is not all. Japan got hit real hard today with a lot of 4s, a lot of high 4s. Most of these were probably 5s, to be honest. There's a 5.5 there. So just action all around the board, guys. And then, obviously, seeing this Oregon earthquake got me going here just because we haven't seen any movement here in a long time. It's been, like I said, almost a month since we had anything of significance along this fault line here. And again, this is the Juan de Fuca plate right here, and then this is the Pacific plate, and this is where they meet. So according to Dutch Sense, he believes that when this big quake does happen, and it's not a question of if, it's a question of when, it's more than likely going to come from this area here. This part here where these 2 plates meet. So seeing this quake here, definitely worth noting. Again, not many people felt it, only because it's about 300 miles off the coast. But again, it's not the distance away from Oregon, it's the placement of the quake itself along this fault line here. That is the important part to take note of. With our normal movement in Alaska, stuff like that, we just got to keep an eye on the west coast of the U.S. as it seems to be the only place not getting hit with 5s and 6s on a regular basis when it comes to the Ring of Fire. So, all right, guys, just wanted to put that out there for you real quick. Working on a weather update video. I will be back shortly. I know it's late, so this one will be out technically tomorrow, but within the next couple hours. Thank you so much, guys. We will talk very soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye.